We're building a porch. Concrete, suspended concrete porch. We got a snapped line down on the block right here. We're using fluted concrete nails, and Yahoo #1, cannot nail a nail to save his life. And this one doesn't even want to try on camera. Oh, Yahoo #2 says, look at his forearm. It's all swollen. He found out nailing's not so easy. Here you go. So we don't pull nails out around here. We own our mistakes.
You put it in there?
No. Don't even think about that.
Leave it.
Watch big boss.
Is this up at the line right here?
That needs to move. I just put it in and see it fit.
All right, hold that on the line for me. Okay.
This is how you hammer a nail right here.
All right, we're gonna pull a measurement at the bottom, 30. Turn it off.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna raise the guard up. This is not for beginner carpenters or homeowners. Put your finger on the side here, guide it on the side, I have 2x4s going in as joist, so we need a 2x4 ledger down below. So I'm gonna mark 2x4 is 3.5 inches wide. We'll mark 3.5 each direction on every corner, and we'll snap lines. Yep.
Yep.
All right, now we got the plywood up. We're running a 2x4 ledger, 3.5 inches down from the top, so our joist, 2x4 joist will set on top. If you snap the line all the way around at 3.5 inches, and we're fixing to present another 2x4 ledger on this side. All right, let me nail my ends first. All right. Yeah. All right, now once we got tacked up here, we're gonna hook on one end, mark about every 12 inches for our nail pattern, so that our joist in a minute will land as close to on top of the marks as we can. So we are about 3/8 out of square in an obtuse angle. So we laid out our exact 11 1/4 to get our 12-inch center, but then we moved over 3/8 of an inch. And then from there, we've marked our first 1.5 inch joist so that when we lay out our plywood, we'll be square from here out. Now he's gonna mark that, and then from there, I'm gonna go on 12-inch centers is how we're doing our joist. I'm marking 12 inches, put an X, 24 for an X, 36 put an X, and I'll continue that all the way down the wall. All right, so I've tightened my string on here. Now we're going to make a loop here. I'm going to roll this one up. I'm going to pull it tight. I'm going to run that one back around, cinch that up there, okay? Now follow. When you put your nail in, don't put it straight up and down. Put your nail in and then tip it back just a little bit. When you tie your string, do 5 loops like this. Put your string on, pull your slack, and pull all your tension out. When you get it tight, zip it right up there, and then we're ready to go over our next nail. Just lay it off to the side. Now we've got all of our string girders ready. Zoom across here and they can see all 3 of them. Now we're ready to start shimming all of our girders up. All right, this is the form perimeter, the posts, the girders, 2x4s, the ledgers, cross bracing down inside, flat boards on the ground. Everything's shot on with duplexes except for the outside perimeter. That way you can come back from underneath, knock all the posts out, strip the girders, and pull the 2x4s down, and pull the plywood off the walls, and then you'll be able to pull the plywood down from the ceiling last. Here's an up close real quick of the plywood perimeter with a ledger board, the 2x4 joist, and then every 3 foot or so, every 32 inches maybe, we put a 2x4 straight down to the ground to a concrete footer. It's also nailed to the plywood. And then underneath, we put the girders. We make a double 2x4 girder, use 2x4s on 32-inch centers, and then we run a horizontal member about a foot off the ground. If this was really tall, 10 or 12 feet, we would do a couple of them. Stiffen those 2x4s up a lot. And then in the traverse direction, we put one down low across the other direction. Stiffens all those legs up so they can't vibrate loose later on.